You're looking live at the Link. Welcome, football fans, to Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the Link. Return coming from the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning, and it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. That was 29, by the way, and he finished 3rd for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
He's keeping it. Give him 24 on that play, and that'll be good for a Denver first.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Broncos.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. From the 36. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And they send a man in motion. Now Nix on 3rd down. He loses the football. And the Eagles get to it. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but their first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win, and kind of like he was all season. He's just a stable.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Now he takes it. And they take this in for the score. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown, and you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles, nothing.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Look, the Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
And the Broncos bringing out some extra DBs on this 3rd down. They're in the dime. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Hurts on 1st down. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st down, Hurts has him on the quick hitter, and he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. And again, here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. It's a sneak, Hurts. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and goal.
Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock. Pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
This one's caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. Jukes out a 1-stop. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Eagles 7.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Gibson now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 28. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They go play action. Here's Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Hurts yet again. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Zone read give here to Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Pass complete to Goddard. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
From the red zone now. It's a screen to Barkley. It's inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Eagles cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie things up at 14.
Jake Elliott to kick
Now
off
after
for
tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So here comes the Bronco offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Now a toss play with Dobbins. That's a big hole left. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos break the tie here in the 1st. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Gibson now to return. This makes it up to the 25. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside. You know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Screen Variety TV.
Open ahead
I
in the right
recommend
direction
this to
and
watch
save this drive
NFL
early. Here's
HD.
2nd and
If you
13.
have $few/yearly, you can watch it on any device
Back
HD.
now, pressure on its way. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Hurts setting up to throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Receiver in motion going left. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Over the middle and complete to Goddard. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Barkley trying this up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They just get the play off. Into a crowd and intercepted. And the Broncos come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. 21-14 our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They take over just shy of midfield. Throwing on first down, Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. He has room past the 25. And he gets in, touchdown Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Eagles 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Mobile phone clapper board globe with Meridian's American
Following the sack,
football.
needs some positive yards
Mobile
here. It is
phone
2nd down and
clapper board
18.
globe with Meridian's American football. Mobile phone clapper board globe with Meridian's American football. Mobile phone clapper board
Another
globe with
try
Meridian's
following the
American
sack.
football.
Gets him on the
Mobile
out
phone
route.
clapper board
And
globe
that
with
will
Meridian's
not be
American
enough for a
football.
1st down.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Hurts now from the gun. He lofts it deep left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. There's the fake. Here's Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Here's 2nd and 5. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Denver.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Well, that draw gets them as many yards as a lot of passes would right there. And until this defense proves they can stop these draw plays, you can expect to see them worked into the game plan throughout.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got Sutton complete. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Eagles 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. They've got first down from the 31. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a 31-yard play, and that's a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley, and he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now they're going to face 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Hurts looking to throw. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game.
35, Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's
off
all set for the
Philadelphia.
kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Nix from the gun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throwing for Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
21 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. That's low and bounces short of his man. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Hurts yet again. That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this third down. And again, here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. Jukes one defender, and they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. It's Hurts once again. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's second and goal. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a one-score game in the first half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
35. Eagles 28.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Denver set to take the field on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. First down.
American football fire round push pin.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First and 10 from the 41. Running it again with Dobbins. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They'll come up 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. J.K. Dobbins, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He's going to try to drop it in.
You should looking for Screen Variety TV if you want to watch NFL this year.
Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punted away. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots at this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he will have this to up around about the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin them back. It's a terrible field position. They run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
Ooh, found a soft spot. Crosses the 25. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Motion man left is Brown. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles looking at 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Short pass brought in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
He finds Brown, right side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts now from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Hurts. This one's caught, Smith has it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Take it in over the middle, it's Dotson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
14-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Completed left side to Smith. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Hurts now on 4th. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds Mims. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing again. Here's Nix. That's dropped off for Dobbins. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios and the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter.
I think Screen Variety TV is good place for you. You also have their very good live TV with all season games.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Third quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Hurts. He's running for it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, They play smash mouth, and they get the first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. This time it's a passing play. Cut out left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On second down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Hurts setting up to throw. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Mims. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. A lot of grass ahead. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Dog 5, dog 5,
Off
dog
the play
5.
fake. Here's Nix.
Dog 5, dog 5, dog 5.
He's going to pull this one down and run with
Dog
it.
5, dog 5.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He's got Sutton complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards. First down, Broncos.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now Nix. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. Juke the defender. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Will Lutz getting the call on fourth down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They go to Barkley again. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. Broke through the tackle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They go play fake with Hurts. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles bring it back to even.
Is tied at 38 all. Jake Elliott to kick
So we've got a
off
tie
for
ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. First call here coming from the shotgun. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And this one doesn't go far.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's caught, he's got Brown. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
You're going to go with Barkley on the counter. Dukes out a one-stop. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
It's a sneak, Hurts. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Got his man, that's Brown again. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Hits his running back. He's out of bounds as there's a flag down. This one should be on the defender who jumped early. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Elliott on now to attempt
Hand
the point
orange
after.
covering eyes, hand orange covering eyes, hand orange covering eyes. Hand orange covering
Right
eyes,
down the
hand
middle, it's
orange
good.
covering eyes, hand
And the
orange
Eagles
covering
break
eyes.
that tie and now lead
Hand
by
orange
7.
covering eyes, hand orange covering eyes, hand orange covering eyes. Hand orange covering eyes, hand orange covering eyes, hand orange covering eyes.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos offense all set to go. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They run the counter with Dobbins. Across the 45 and still going. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First down, Broncos.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering why. How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
Back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 36. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Escapes it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos now trail by just a point in the 4th. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this, slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Hurts to throw. Smith brings in another one. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Hurts. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts throwing again. Connects on the crosser. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
52. Broncos 45.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Well, they saw someone jump. They took their shot deep. Didn't get the connection, but they got the call. A free 5 yards coming with them. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 2nd down.
After the penalty, just 4 yards to go here on 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Zone read here, this is Dobbins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Broncos first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the 41. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Eagles get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. It looked to me like that was actually his primary read on the play partner, but it's picked off before the ball could get there.
Yeah, definitely some advanced scouting by this defense. They know that running back can be dangerous as a pass receiver as well. Like so many in the league today, this defense was ready. Offense wanted to create that matchup, but the defense, they were prepared, and they took it away.
The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Barkley off the pistol give. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
False start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line.
American football
It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Kate, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Eagles 59, Broncos 45.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they just saw that lead stretched out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be sky high right now.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. It looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Nick Snap to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now it's a bootleg for him. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing here, Nix. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Nix to throw again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
He's got it near the 8. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Broncos 52.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Gibson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First and 10, here's Hurts. This is complete, downfield to Smith. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Hurts on first down. He's got Smith again. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion left. They're going to run with Barkley. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Hurts now from the gun. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles leading by 7. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle.
American Football Movie Camera Red Circle. American Football Movie Camera Red Circle.
Elliott all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here comes the Bronco offense. And this could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
He can run it, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Finds Troutman. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.